in my house and I'm, say, upstairs and I can't get out, I'm going to draw down on you. I'm going to tell you to get on the ground. And if you don't get on the ground, I'm going to start shooting. And law in almost every state, of course, allows and authorizes and encourages that, because this is how people get killed, folks. Now, when the cops get there, you know, it's best to just talk to a lawyer first before you talk to them, because the cops usually understand the common sense of defending yourself. That some of the district attorneys now will try to prosecute you, even if the person's armed in your house. If you say shoot a couple times and they turn and run, and because of the adrenaline, you keep shooting, and then they die on the street, they'll say, why'd you keep shooting? Well, he needed to die. You're being honest. They'll try to twist it and say it's premeditated, when obviously it isn't. You got somebody in your house. They're attacking you. They're coming after you. They're violating you. You've got adrenaline going. It is a passionate defense. Not a crime of passion, a passionate defense. That's why, even though it's sad when it happens, the cops get let off when somebody gets out of their car, pulls a cell phone out of their pocket. It's at night. It looks like a gun on the surveillance tape. The cop shoots you. It looks like a gun. Things like that are going to happen. It's a sad thing. But statistically, the citizens are safer. The police are safer. Everyone's safer when you have a right to defend yourself in your home. Look at the crime numbers on D.C., New York, and Chicago with their gun bans. We've put the graphs up on screen before. You can look them up. But crime rates have dropped 52% in violent crime everywhere else in the country since 1992, while exponentially rising in those three cities. Chicago, ladies and gentlemen, has roughly, I saw this in the Houston Chronicle a few months ago, you can pull it up, 14 times the crime rate of even Houston for murders and shootings. And Houston's a dangerous city. So could you imagine living in a place where only the criminals have guns? It's a terrible thing. Let's go ahead, though, and first play this police officer, and then I'll give you the rest of the story on it. In New Jersey, responding to a complaint about corruption and having his rights violated by asserting that law enforcement officers no longer need to follow the Constitution because it's already been decimated by President Obama. So I love the argument. Obama's bad, and he's violating everybody's rights and setting the precedent, so I don't have to follow it either. And I'm not going to let you file a complaint. So Obama's bad, so I'm going to act just like him. Or Obama's bad, so I can rob banks. Or government officials are allowed to be pedophiles, so I'm going to go out and, try to rob liquor stores. No, we bring them to justice. We call them out politically. We convict them in the court of public opinion. We don't then just give in to it and then say, no holds barred now. Now, all these unconstitutional laws, unconstitutional taxes that are meant to destroy us, it's your decision whether to pay them or not. We're getting to the point of noncompliance and civil disobedience. But you cannot have, quote, civil disobedience against the citizens violating their rights because Obama's doing it. But that is going to start happening where government across the board is going to get even worse at the low level. That's how tyranny's always unfolded, as I've told you, folks, and as history shows. When the big guys in the Soviet, Communist, Nazi Party, whatever the case is, get away with bloody murder, pretty soon the mid-level and the low-level get away with it, and all hell breaks loose, and the public turns against the system. Let's go ahead and go to this clip of the cop.
Rights were violated. My civil rights were violated.
Well, have I ever had, because Obama has decimated the friggin' Constitution. So I don't give a damn, because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey case law. Yes, you don't have. Did you get that?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to follow the Constitution.
Because our president.
Can you say that one more time? I'm not sure I heard it clearly.
Obama has decimated the friggin' Constitution. So I don't give a damn, because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey case law. Yeah.
Just tell me that one more time so I completely understand what you just said.
Obama has decimated the friggin' Constitution. So I don't give a damn, because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey.
You know, you're aware of your rights and everything like that. So just talking about the property.
This is public property.
All right, we're going to come back with the rest of the story, give you the details, but I want to get the guy that shot this video on, because I want to see if the cop's making a rhetorical point or whether this is edited or whether the cop's completely out of his mind. But it looks pretty bad. And just like the Border Patrol video that's coming up as well, I'm Alex Jones. Stay with us.
A 30-day GMO-free emergency food supply for only $99 at 30dayfoodsupply.com. You can purchase Oregon Trail Foods' 1-month supply of high-quality, nutritious, and healthy emergency meals. For less than $100, these vegetarian meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and they're packed with oxygen absorbers in Mylar pouches. They're completely free of any artificial flavors and colorings, have a 20-year shelf life, and take up to 70% less space than number 10 cans. They even offer a gluten-free option. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from the producers in Oregon and then passing the savings to you. Purchase a 30-day, 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99 this month, and $10 ships your entire order. Visit the website at 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where they make preparedness affordable. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Summer is here, and nothing looks better than tanned skin and white teeth. Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. And if you want to have whiter teeth in 5 minutes, then try clinically proven Power Swabs. Power Swabs whitens teeth on average 2 shades in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days. Better yet, it removes stains on natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Power Swabs is so effective that thousands of professional dentists have used it nationwide, and now you can try it without paying a visit to the dentist. Call to whiten your teeth in 5 minutes, risk-free. Plus, get free shipping and handling by calling now. 1-800-281-6805. That's 1-800-281-6805. I guarantee your friends, family, and coworkers will love your new summer white smile. Get your risk-free order at 1-800-281-6805. That's 1-800-281-6805.
It seems that everywhere you turn to these days, people are talking about the health benefits of silver. But don't be fooled into believing all silver is the same. Only one silver solution has been clinically shown to be hundreds of times stronger than colloidal or ionic silver. That's supernatural silver. It can be used internally as a powerful immune system enhancer to fight off bacteria and viruses. Supernatural silver can be used topically to treat any type of wound or skin issue. It's even gentle enough to be used on the ears, eyes, and sinuses. And unlike harsh drugs and antibiotics, supernatural silver has no side effects. Available as a liquid or a gel that you can use every day to stay healthy and well. To experience outstanding customer service and to place your order, visit supernaturalsilver.com. Use the promo code SILVER2014 for 20% off your entire order. Give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver, only at supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com.
Teenagers like me used to think our parents were just weird because they put their phones and computers inside those flimsy little fake leather cases. Then my folks both got a Blocket Pocket. Mom knows it keeps her safe from the phone's radiation. Dad knows it keeps his information private. I like my Blocket Pocket because it blocks hacking and tracking. Awesome. BlocketPocket.com has other cool stuff too. Guess my parents aren't so weird. Get your Blocket Pocket at BlocketPocket.com.
Get the most important package of information you'll ever receive in your life for only $10. The package includes 3 books and 7 DVD programs which cover biblical miracles and prophecy. The Shroud of Turin, The Third Secret of Fatima, What Really Happened to the Catholic Church, and more. Call 800-513-0029. That's 800-513-0029. Or go to VaticanCatholic.com. That's VaticanCatholic.com. 800-513-0029. VaticanCatholic.com.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
We are riding the storm of the Russia crisis that's heating up. Ebola, the border collapse, the dollar devaluation, Homeland Security publicly training for war with returning veterans, gun owners, Christians, libertarians, you name it. This is the age of just over-the-top bizarre tyranny. And I'm going to get into all that news coming up in the next segment. But I want to discuss the larger issue of a government that goes, okay, it is illegal for us to spy on you without warrants, and we are using it for political control and to track what you're buying and doing to corner the market and fix the stock market and shut down our competition. And we are reading all your emails, and so are private corporations. And we are selling your health data to everybody illegally. And we are putting different chemicals in the water to control you. That's in the news now. And we do take foster children and test pesticides on them until they die, and nobody's going to get in trouble. And we are building emergency FEMA camps to put political dissidents in. And we are going to violate your rights, and we are going to give billions of dollars openly to our political friends, and we're going to ship guns into Mexico to blame the Second Amendment and run a false flag, and we're going to openly arm Al-Qaeda and change their name to IS to confuse the public, or ISIS. And we're going to let George Soros overthrow Ukraine, start a war with Russia. Again, not saying Putin's good, but it'd be like if our government was starting a war with China. It's crazy is what it is. We lose the moral high ground. But look who runs our government. People like George Soros and David Rockefeller. With a bunch of weirdos who are really just organized crime, like Robert Redford and Michael Moore, who all have armed bodyguards and want our guns and want to raise taxes on poor people, but they're always getting out of taxes. And Warren Buffett, literally tax exempt, lobbying 24/7 to raise taxes on poor people, to get banker bailout money to stuff in his wallet while he funds eugenics operations. It makes me want to throw up. So here are these clips together of the cop in New Jersey today. This came out. This is on Infowars.com. And the Border Patrol in Texas saying, no, yeah, go on in, doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not. Here it is.
Obama has decimated the friggin' Constitution. So I don't give a damn, because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey case law.
Yes, you don't have. Did you get that?
How you doing, U.S. Border Patrol? How many people on board?
Me?
U.S. citizen.
Yeah, but does it really matter?
Not anymore, unfortunately. Thank you.
You too.
Not anymore, unfortunately. Now, that guy's a good guy. He just says, no, not anymore, waves him on through, being honest. The other guy, there's a little more in the clip. We'll try to play the whole thing coming up. I want to get the folks that put the video out on the show, as I said earlier. But I've had cops tell me, I don't want to hear about the Constitution when I'm in a jail cell for protesting or whatever, and they're pushing my head in the wall or, you know, whatever. And I just look at them and I go, don't you understand you're going to lose the checks and balances as well, and you're not going to have any security or your children? And invariably, are you threatening my children? And then I say, boy, you really have a problem. I guess that was a jail guard in that case, when I'm clearly saying, don't you care about your children? And then invariably they say, nobody's going to fix it. It's just going to get worse. I'm going along with it. A fatalist, give into the corruption, join the corruption so you feel like you're a winner when all you're doing is greasing the skids. But it's not just the people that work in the government. The general public, on average, I found, is even worse than the police. And I'm not kissing up the police. I'm a big critic, as everybody knows. I'm just honest. The general public, on average, there's a lot of great people in the general public, the best. Don't stop when somebody's run over on the highway. Don't go visit their grandparents or their parents in the nursing home. Are totally self-centered, and they can see somebody's house burning down and they say, I don't care, it's not my house. And they just could care less. And they want to abort more babies. They want to get rid of the poor people instead of building them up. But they're the first ones, though, that'll call the cops when your 9-year-old is playing in the park behind your house. And they say, I believe it's abusive that 9-year-old boy or girl, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, is playing out there. Or the kid gets off at 3:30 and mom gets home at 5, like my parents always did. And you just get off the school bus and you go play at the park with your friends when you're 8 years old. In rural areas and in big cities, they're taking people's kids, calling it abuse. And it's always the trendies that call the cops. And the cops have to file a report, so CPS comes and demands they arrest people. While Texas just, quote, changed the law, the regulation, without going to the legislature, to just suspend all rules for illegal kids. Because it is human trafficking, it is illegal. But hey, that's not suspended in Texas. If your kid gets caught playing at the park, you're going to go to prison because this country's a police state.